Right, welcome to the workshop. Because I'm still waiting for some parts for the motorbike to arrive, I thought I'd have a go at this old Suffolk Super Punch lawnmower. I think it's late 50s, early 60s. It did come with the manual, which by itself is pretty cool. So we're going to have a go and see if we can get this thing running. Apparently it's been in someone's garage for about 15 years, I think they said. Not used. I picked it up for a couple of quid, and we're going to see if we can get it running, just for something to do on a Sunday. Lovely. So let's have a little look over this. So we've got the cutting blades, obviously, in the spin, the rollers, the wooden rollers. Got the adjustment for the height of the blade. ID plate for the engine, a little bit corroded up. You make out Suffolk Iron Foundry, Y1920 Limited, Stowe Market. So it's English made. Come round, pull start on the side here. Petrol tank, let's have a look in there. It doesn't look too terrible, I suppose. It's all wet, by the way, because it's snowing outside. Spark plug, engine kill, oil. Is there oil in it? Let's have a look. What we got? There's some oil in it. Doesn't look too rough, actually. Should be enough to keep it going. I dare say in the book it will say what oil you can top that up with. So what else we got here? So this is the clutch system. Clutch there. Little carb. Air filter there. And the roller on the back. And this lever here, which I believe probably disengages the clutch. I hope that's what it is. We'll find out. As I say, I've got the instruction book, sure to get lost. There's the throttle cable there. All seems to be moving, and let's see, I've pulled that. Yeah. All seems to be moving. It's a bit rusty, but let's have a little play and see if we can get into it. Lovely. Right, so let's start by removing the spark. Take that off there. Lights are flickering. You can see that's a little bit corroded up, so I'm going to give that a clean and see if we can see if there's a spark on it. The inside of the engine actually looks pretty dry. Like I say, this is only wet because it's raining out there today. It was completely dry when I picked it up, but in bringing it from the van in, it's got a little bit wet. Aside from that, it was dry stored, so we'll give this a little clean up and see if we can get a spark on it. I don't know why I've got this fascination with working with old stuff, but there you go. I prefer the look of some of this old engineering when I do the modern bits, and not only that, you can pick it up so much cheaper. Right, got a little bit of cloth clean this up. Let's go. There's no oil on it, no debris. So let's see what happens. See if we can find a bit of the engine. Let's get a cloth and dry it off. See if we can find a bit of the engine to get a spark on. Can you see that? Can I see that? Let's see if we can get a spark. I'm not seeing a spark. I'm not seeing a spark. Let's see if I've got another plug. So I've got a brand new spark plug. Going to give that a pull. See if it gives me any spark. Oh, it does. I've got a spark. So we have spark. So I suppose the next thing is we've got spark. Let's feel. Put my finger in the hole where the spark plug was just to see if I can feel any compression in the engine. Oh yeah, you can feel that. You can hear that popping. So, I suppose the next thing is to pour a drop of fuel in there. Just put a drop straight in the top here. Carburetor will probably need taking apart and cleaning. So I'm going to pour some fuel in the top and see if it will start. Let's go. So I poured a little fuel in the top there. I'm going to put the new spark plug in. Give that a quick nip up. Lovely. Right, so let's give it a pull, see what happens. I wonder if the string's a bit stiff, but hey ho. Come. Wonder if I need to. Is that full? Let's open that a bit. Okay, we have a winner. Let's see if we can get that again. It's a bit more fuel. Well, I suppose the next thing to do, we know the engine's working. Let's see if we can pour a drop into the carb. See if the carb will run through. Into the fuel tank, sorry. Don't need a lot. Just put a little drop in there. See if that will oh, we've got a leak here. Pull is on. I can see fuel running down there. Got a little leak on the fuel reserve, on the fuel cut-off line there, but I've opened that. This should be, I see fuel go down the line at the back, so let's try again. Ready? Nearly. Let's try, give it a bit more throttle. Good. It wants to go. A bit more. Come on. What we got going on here? Let's have a look at these fuel adjustments. See. Well, success. Success. Let's start it again. So. What did I do? Did I choke the carb out there? Turn the fuel off? Let's see what that does. I'm going to have to address this little leak I've got under here. I don't know if you can see that. Dripping out the fuel tap. When you open it, it's okay. When you close it, it leaks. Oh no, now it's open, it leaks. So that's going to have to be addressed. Smoky in here. Let's open the door. A little bit of smoke coming off the top there. I think that's just from where it's been out in the rain. But good job, good job. I'm going to try and get this tank off and see what's causing that to leak. So this is going to be some weird old-fashioned, no, there we go, there's one. I was scared it was all going to be in imperial sizes. There's one brought out. Oh, fuel line's connected. At least I haven't broken the fuel line, that's good. Right, there's 1 bolt, 2 bolts out for that, and the third one's on the top. Let's get this out. Right, so that's our fuel tank removed. Turn that upside down. Got that out. As I say, we've got a leak from this valve here and from the lid when you turn it over, you idiot there. So I think I'll empty the fuel out of there and we'll have a look into taking this valve off and seeing what we can do about this leak. Right, so let's get this valve on the bottom off and see if we can stop that leaking. Oh, this is where I break the only plastic piece on there. So we'll just unscrew that. I wonder if like a motorcycle kind of a motorcycle tap would go on there better, something metal. They usually don't leak so much. So in there we've got a little filter, and this is where it leaks from, this pole here. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get into that, but we will have a look. No, that's a completely sealed unit. I'm going to need to find some kind of alternative to that fuel stop. It's weird that everything else is metal and there's this piece of plastic on there, but we will have a look and see what we've got that will replace that. I think for the next part of this, what I'm going to do is take off these engine casings, give them a clean up, see what's underneath, give that a clean. I've had a look online at the fuel tap. Seems there was a standard plastic one, that is the original one with it. I think now from looking online, this was made in the late 60s. There's not much information on them, so I'm gonna just say it was the late 60s, 67, 68. No, wrong size, and we'll just go with that, late 60s. In a second, what I like about these old lawnmowers, because I'm a bit sad, is I love the old decals that they used to put on them. Oh, dropped a washer. I'll find that in a second. I'll show you the decal on the side. It's not complete, unfortunately, but some of it is still there. I just like the look of these old decals that they put on the side. Oh, let's move you out of the way there. Let's see if we can, maybe it's easier if I take you to the decal rather than take the lawnmower around. Let's move that around there, like that. So there you go, you can get old Suffolk. There's like 2 horses. There's dual drive, a Suffolk Super Punch 17-inch. Would have been nice if that was all there, but still. So what I'm going to do with the rest of this is, you can see I've started to wipe off some of the grease and grime here. So there's still green underneath that. Take the engine tins off here, give them a clean. See if I can make out any more information on that ID plate there. It says, I think it says it's a 98 G14 engine, model number 1A, might be 1A. It's got a list of recommended lubricants. Filth in there. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the spark plug back in the top so I don't drop none of this crap in the hole. You can hear the piston popping in there. It's good, it's got good compression. Well, we had it run, so we know it's good. Let's bring you over here. Let's see if we can see this here. A bit of rust, a bit of dirt in there. Generally, it's not too bad. I think I'll rig the air line up and blow it all out. Maybe take this off and go at it with a wire brush, just to get it clean. But when we turn it, listen, you can hear that pop. I ain't gonna do it now. Here we go. You can hear that. I've lifted it up onto the bench here so I can work on it a bit easier. I'm going to try and get this side plate in, out, sorry, not in. Look at, I'm a bit out of breath, it's bloody heavy this thing. Anyway, you can try and get this side plate out just to be nosy and see what the inside of this chain system looks like. Three screws there. Will that just pop off? Does anything? There we go. There we go. Not too bad actually. A bit around the sides. And there's all our linkages. All full of grass as you'd expect. Focus in. It's not going to focus. Legs with the fingertip. There we go. So there's all our chain drives from the engine down here. This is the blade. This is like a clutch plate kind of thing. I think this stops it from, that's it. Stops it from pulling itself along. It's got like a drive mechanism, self-propelled kind of jobby. So I suppose the next thing to do is clean all that out. Ugh. Grease and grass, lovely. Let's have a go at getting this apart then to clean it up. Put them there. I wondered if that was going to come off. Just let me take the chain off. Does it want me to take the chain apart? I don't know. Let's try and take it off there. Let's try and hook it back bicycle style. Right. So that's the first chain off. That's definitely a tensioner for that one there. Gotta get this one off next. Gotta get it off. Where are you? Is it coming? No. Right, if I could just give it a few more mil, I could slip it off without undoing the chain, but I think it's going to want me to undo. It's got to be a brake link kind of thing in here somewhere. Hang on. Push that bit in full. Push that bolt back. And we have a winner. Right. So, another cog off. That chain is going to have to be taken apart to come off there, I think. We'll have a look. Undo that. 14? 14, good guess. Just loosen that off, pull that out. Now that should give me the wobble I need on that chain. Again, just try and slip it off over the gears rather than nope. Let's try again. Oh, there is a little split pin, not split pin, like a chain break there. I wonder if there'll have to be one. There we go. Got a little, like a horseshoe keeper there. Take that off. So I'm reckoning the rest of it slides out the back. Where was it? Here we go. It's the figure of 8. This does not want to turn. There we go. And another chain off. That's 2. Let's see if we can find another link on this one. We can take off. We've got the plate. It's pretty clean now. Pretty clean. Chains have all been through the washer. They're a bit cleaner. So we're going to reassemble this now. Try and get it back to how it was. Let's see if we can remember how it's done. Okay, so I dried my hands and forgot to turn the camera back on, but got that link in there now. Oh, throw that on the floor. Figure of 8 on there. Little clip. Locked back in. And the final chain went from there around there. If I can just get that clip on, then I'll do all the bolts up. There you go. Bicycle style. Yeah. Right. Now we have all our chain back together. I'm not sure. Get these locked down and re-greased. That's that one. That seems tight enough to me. Lovely. There we go. Put a screwdriver in the blade there just to stop it lifting while I tighten this, because I don't want to put my hands in there. Lovely. That's tight. That's done. This one. I didn't undo that one, so that's not an issue. And now I realise I've covered that one. Okay. Sort out the tensioner socket for that. Is that going to go on there? Yeah, that can go on there. And we can get that tight. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Come off. Let's crack that. Yeah. Does not want to come off there. There we go. Right, so that's all clean. Put a bit of grease on that. Get the front panel back on. Lovely and clean. I don't know if you can see, but on the side of the engine here, you probably can't, I'll put a photograph of it, but it's stamped 1928. I wonder if that's 1928, maybe that's the year, the patent or something on this engine. Not got a clue. As I say, the model number is in the book. I should show you the book really. The book is, look at this, Suffolk Super Punch. The engine is the Suffolk 4-stroke Type 98 G14. It's got this. Look at these cool old diagrams. Motor assembly, engine assembly. Magneto assembly. Unfortunately it's got wet today. I'll dry that out, but that's worth the tenner I paid by itself, in my opinion. I like old things like that. Anyway, let's get this cleaned up. Get the air gun out again and blow it all down, but I'll do that off camera because I've only got a small capacity compressor and it will kick in straight away. It'll be really noisy. So, right, I'm going to give that cleaned up and we'll be back in a minute. So I've decided I'm going to go a bit further than I planned to. I'm going to take the carb off. I'm going to throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner just because of the amount of grease on it, really. Just want it looking good. So, let's take that off there. So we're going to take the it's the governor lever, isn't it? Is it the governor? I'm sure they call it governor. I don't know. Take that off there. Whoop! Undo the spring. So we've got that off. Let's give that whole thing a clean up and throw it all in the ultrasonic cleaner, give it a clean up around here and put it back together. See you in a sec. Right, here we are, everything's back together. Put some fuel in it. Now it's time to see if it'll start. Wow, bit smoky but successful. Well, let's see if we can get it to go again. Fantastic. Smoky in here. Let's open the door. Right, here we go. One last time. Oh, actually, before let's get in and show you some of the details. You can see. Zenith carburetor. And there's that 1928 or whatever embossed in the engine there. So far it's come up pretty clean. There's a bit of a damage in the roller there. I'm not so worried about that. It's all clean. The plate looks a lot better now. That just kind of come up. Tells you everything you need to know. It is a 98 G14. Lovely. This little hand clutch has come loose now as well, so you can pull that off to not engage the motor, and then push it on when it's running. A little bit I didn't know was on there. It's pretty cool. Very good. Well, all that's left really is to start it up once more and say thank you for watching.